winning games simply by discarding our own hand in today's video. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I'm pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video. Mardu Discard is on the menu. White, black, and red mid-range that I guarantee you've never seen before. Breaking down the deck list in depth, going through the strategies as well as synergies, providing you with a deeper understanding of how to pilot this deck effectively. Furthermore, demonstrating in our Mythic Ranked gameplay footage against the best decks as well as players in-game, concluding with our, final thoughts on the deck, channel news, things like this. If you want to help out, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel for future content. And if you ever want to, come hang out with the inner circle of my community, the Discord is always open. Link in the link tree via the description below. I hope you have a magical day. Thank you again. Cheers, kick back, relax, and let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Here we are, Mardu Discard. One of my favorite decks as of late, and we're, pretty far into the set, and I'm still making new decks that you've never seen before, so make sure to like the video. Of course, we see the skeleton and zombie decks making the rounds, and we've been pretty jealous of this. I didn't necessarily come up with that, but this will indeed compete against it, at least within that cool factor. And I actually think as far as the competitiveness of it as well. So an adjacent style, Dying to Serve, is what we're building around as our core card. 3 mana and enchantment. Whenever you discard one or more cards, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Great news to that. It can be your turn as well as your opponent's turn. That's basically twice per turn as far as I'm concerned. And that's going to mitigate them entering the battlefield tapped, which, at the end of the day, we don't really care about because they don't have haste anyways. And, we don't want to block because we want to deal damage, dude. So, we're going to be building around Dying to Serve. So a lot of discard to make sure that we're triggering this consistently. First and foremost, before we talk about the case, Guardian of New Benalia for 2 mana, a 2/2 with Enlist. Whenever Guardian of New Benalia enlists a creature, scry 2. This is really nice, helping us sort through our library. Furthermore, we can discard a card at instant speed, giving it indestructible until the end of turn, and we will have to tap it as well. So, again, at instant speed, we can discard. This can trigger on our turn, post-attack, because of the tap, as well as on our opponent's turn, getting the most out of Dying to Serve, which again is a non-legendary that we can stack. Very, very cool. Moving on, Case of the Crimson Pulse is our draw engine of the deck, right? So we have a creature engine, we have our draw engine, and the Guardian kind of turns them both on, right? And just look at it, right? So for 3 mana, when it enters the battlefield, you're going to discard a card and then draw 2 cards. So this is pretty cool. And then to solve the case, at the beginning of your end step, have no cards in hand, which we can literally force with New Benalia. Just discard our hand, which is great. And then when it's solved, at the beginning of your upkeep, discard your hand and then draw 2 cards. And then, of course, your regular draw card. So 3 cards per turn is ridiculous. And, we love to discard anyways with Dying to Serve. So it all just flows in a very, very nice circle for us. So on that note, let's discard some stuff that we can utilize later. Angel Fire Ignition. 3 mana, sorcery speed. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains vigilance, trample, lifelink, indestructible, and haste until the end of turn. That's great. We can cast it from our graveyard with the flashback, which makes it a great discard target, so we're not really losing too much value. On that same note, Rite of Oblivion. 2 mana, sorcery is an additional casting cost. Sacrifice a permanent. We're making zombies at will. It should be quite easy for us to do. 2, exile target non-land permanent, casting it again from the grave with flashback for 4. The Cityscape Leveler, 2 copies of this for 8 mana as an 8/8 with trample, and whenever you cast the spell or it attacks, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a tapped Power Stone, which is no worries. Unearth for 8, which is basically casting it from the grave, but it's not a cast, so it can't be countered. Keep in mind, a little bit better. And that's, you know, a big body, going to close out the matches, also acting as removal. And, you know, we don't care if it's in our grave, no problemo. On that note, a little bit different, but the Forsaken Miner, 1 mana, 2/2, cannot block. Whenever you commit a crime, you may pay 1 swamp or black source to return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. Very easy for us to do here, and a great discard for us as well. One card that maybe I should have mentioned earlier, Inti, Seneschal of the Sun for 2 mana as a 2/2. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. Great. If you do put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature, it gains trample. This is really nice to push up the Guardian because it can gain indestructible and really hold on to those +1/+1 counters, which is great. And then over time, the trample is decent and also stacks with the enlist. So, you know, it all kind of fits together really nicely. But where it really shines, whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top card of your library, and you may play that card until your next end step. So you can do this on your opponent's turn through your discards at instant speed, which we have through the Guardian, as well as the Harvester, more on that later, to gain card advantage, right? Also triggering our discard triggers through Dying to Serve. Very nice. Also, if it's just your turn, you're still gaining an card advantage, being able to sift through your deck, right? Very, very nice. You know, toss something that you don't need or that you can have value to later to grab something that you need now, maybe a land, right? So Inti works really, really nicely with the deck. We'll have removal in the build, of course. You know, we got to win. 3 copies of Strangle, 1 mana sorcery speed, 3 damage to creature or planeswalker. Brotherhood's End, 2 copies of this for 3 mana at sorcery, 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Keep in mind that you can give your Guardian indestructible to dodge the field wipes, or destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. 2 copies of Depopulate for 4 at sorcery. Each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card, and then destroy all creatures. Finally, we have Harvester of Misery for 5 mana as a 4/5 with Menace, and when it enters the battlefield, other creatures will get -2/2 until the end of turn, which is great. But where it shines is the 2 mana discard. Target creature gets -2/2 until the end of turn, which is really nice, specifically if you find yourself in a mirror match and struggling to deal with the Guardian. The Harvester can take it before Inti is able to get to it, but you know, of course, you're gonna have Rite of Oblivion in that scenario as well. Always trying to make the deck able to compete against itself if the opportunity does arise. So, you know, that's the deck. We've got our utility lands here, of course, you know, just like every build. Keep in note, the legendary lands are channel based, so they are discard, which will trigger for us Inti, which is great. It will also trigger Dying to Serve, which is great. Using 2 Crucibles for the Spirit tokens, which we may capitalize on with a Rite of Oblivion, potentially. Okay? And then, you know, just a bunch of dual lands, making sure that the 3-color deck is consistent for us, and some basics in case, you know, someone's, you know, being annoying, trying to remove our lands, right? So we can always refill any of those that happen to be destroyed. This is the deck. I'm having, you know, just an absolute blast with it. You know, the 2 most important cards will be Dying to Serve, Case of the Crimson Pulse, and then building on from that, you know, it's going to be your Guardian, your Inti, and then remove stuff. Make sure that, you know, you're controlling the board state, staying alive. We have life gain. We have lots of removal. Accumulate the zombies, you know, outdraw your opponent, and yeah, just get after it, right? A lovely deck that I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, but most importantly, kick back, relax, and let's play some Magic. All right, our opponent's going to go first. That's fine. I like the hand. I mean, you know, some removal sprinkled in would be okay. It's definitely in deck, so. Where are you? This is, you know, not the end of the world. It's actually really good for us later, not so much now. The Shuffler is working as intended. Just helping us get to that land. And Guardian should be good. For the most part, it does die to minus effects, which they probably have. Hey, that's all right. We've got a nice block, though, so no problem. Let's toss away secondary pulse. No worries. Our turn. Land out. Dying to serve out. Hit for 2. Toss. Benalia. Make a zombie. Another. I don't have a block. Does it put them both back to hand? I think it might. Hit for 4. Substantial. Plaza is a legendary land. But this is a legendary, so they get the Cult Conscripts. It's in taps, no worries, but it's quite formidable with the double lost. Oh, I forgot to discard there. Shoot. That's okay. Let's play this. And then we get to keep this, right? We'll just discard the land instead. You might block. I don't really need the scry. And I prefer to have the block. But I guess if we're not double discarding, we could have just played defensively. We still want to race tempo though, right? Down to 15 with a mill. Oh, that's a good one. We block here though. 2 blockers would have been better, I guess, right? Let's take the token. They draw, hit for 4, lose 1 life. Down to 15. Okay. Oh, that's good. I wonder if I should just do that now. And save this. That certainly wouldn't be bad. It's going to hit for 2. I'm going to use the zombie to block. That Murex is actually fairly annoying, I'm going to be honest. The Cult Conscript can come back as well, which is brutal. Oh man, I hate this. I guess it's not bad to discard though. It's a good card to discard. It's just our removal, right? So valuable. Double zombie. That's going to be pretty valuable too though, right? And then we need the discard for next turn. I don't mind the attack here still. If they want to block, that's fine by me. And then we'll discard to make 2 zombies. The Miner. I know, right? It's a good card. Oh, it has haste. I hate this game. Man, those corpses are so good. Are they overextending? Non-skeleton, which could easily be that. Are they committing crimes? Yes, all the time they commit crimes. Also, other things die all the time, though, too. Both are pretty terrible. These coming in tapped isn't great, but I think it could be worse. We hit 4, 2, 4, 8, 10 damage here. Oh. Why, thank you. Good game. You know, we had the removal, you know, I think to open up those lanes anyways, and Inti's really going to help apply additional damage for us. Going first, good land. Let's go! Check out this removal, too. Heck, what don't we do? Well, we see what deck they're playing first, right? Are you creature deck? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. So you know who stays in hand? Inti. You know who gets hit with a series of field... that's actually pretty good, right? Maybe we just hold on. They just won't stop. They can't stop. Well, they will stop. For now, anyways. It's a good start. Let's try to build into Cityscape. I'll take it. A real rude bite, bro! I mean, to get that in the grave is worth it, though. They're like, no, don't worry, I've got 2. I was kidding! No! This is not one of my prouder moments. Ugh, that sucks. Has to be done. I'm dead in 2. Don't worry, I've got 3. That's also a joke. Okay. It's a start. It sure would be good with this dying to serve. We should have waited, but you don't know, right? Like, oh no. You don't know. If you immediately play a 6-power creature, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to freak out! No, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. I need more land. It just has to go. Can't stay. I need a permanent for the next right. Oh, that's good. The plot is nice. What do they have with it, though, is the thing. Well, this is interesting. That's really good for us. I like the land quite a bit. That's super duper helpful. I want to hard cast this so we, like, it can sit there as an 8/8 because like dinosaurs are really big, so we're gonna need a little meat in the seat. If you are a Vaultborn, we have our right. That's kind of what I'm worried about. Inti gets a draw. It's a land through the discard. I like it. Let's hit again. Discard the minor. Another draw. I like it. Oof, that sucks. The hammers. And that's why we took that fight rigging, right? It's like, it just can't stay. Hello. Big money. Let's hit for 4. I'm actually going to decline. Actually, no, it would have been good because it would have triggered our case. Maybe, actually. Not that it matters. Good game. All right, keeping 7. I think any hand that can curve into the pulse is fine, specifically if there's removal alongside it, so... Something like this for our land. Are they a creature deck? I don't know if we'll need removal. I'm going to play Guardian prior to Inti. That way we have protection from removal. Some of it. Non-exile, non-minus based removal. Oh, they will be a creature deck then, right? Okay, interesting. The plot thickens. I think we just play it safe. Or get right after it. We should have kept the land in hand if we were going to get right after it. I'll toss Brotherhood. Since we're going in with Inti. But this can destroy this. So can this. I'm going to toss Brotherhood. A little expensive. I know. I'm slow. I don't know what deck you have. I'm trying to figure it out, dude. I'm trying to crack the code. Like Sultai +1 counters. What the? You know? What you doing over there, Willis? The bushwhack for a land. It's a forest. Which looks like an island if I've ever seen it. Alright. Up to 5 we go. Our turn. Okay, before we do anything, we just attack. Enlist. For 1, it's Inti. +1 counter. Discard the land that is slow. Keeping dying to serve. Take our damage. Play the land. Leave this there, right? It's out. Toss our Strangle. Oh. Bit of a bummer there. We can't play it. Kodama's really good. We don't have a defender. Grabbing a land here is not bad. Down to 13 is substantial. Right, we notice that. We notice. So we're going to toss the springs. We should just zombie and then do this. Zombie first. Combat, enlist, attack, tap Inti. So it's going to be a hit for 7, right? Toss the springs. Oh, I just boned myself. Toss the mountain, auto tapper, auto tapper. Oh, we got saved by the draw. These can both go. We're in control already. Hit for 7, down to 7. Land in play. Thank you so much, land. And then we're going to take the tree and sack the zombie. And turn. And we can toss the mountain to create a zombie on their turn here. Hit for 5, no joke, honestly. Nexus? Wow. That's cool. They have to defend though, right? Good game. And they don't like that because it's not going to get them very far. So we can make a zombie. Then we take the defender. Looking for better land. We do not see it here. Okay. Keep the curve low. Maybe things work out. It's not bad. We do need our third land. Ah, that's good against us. Dang. Inti is our first discard. Sky Strike? Wow. Looking for land. Nope. No land for you. Angel Fire goes. No land again? What? Man, this game is crazy. Sure you do. Yeah. Okay. Guess I should have kept that Brotherhood's End. Dude. Okay. Enlist Adelphia. Oh, did I? Oops, I forgot to enlist. There's so many clicks involved in this deck, it's ridiculous. My bad. Inti is defending. Oh, that's really good. Hit for 4. What? I need a land. Untapped land. Untapped land, please. Untapped land. Do they have a knight? No. It's 5 mana, just a draws. To combat. Then enlist. Enlist the zombie. Untapped land off the top, obviously. Toss a Guardian, make a zombie. You go up. Grab Trample, thank you for the land. You're being too generous now, too generous. It's a big hit. And we get the land. And then we take this thing. Even though these are ridiculous, we have to take this. We could toss this at this point and just try to close out the match. I know that's weird, but it's what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep that extra attack for now, because this match is over anyways. It's not going the distance. Oh. And I don't think it even matters. And they would have had removal on it anyways. So they have defenders. They are attacking for 5, which is like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're down to 1. They have plenty of defenders. But, now this is a big but. They do lose that +1. So they're down to 4, 5. And that, my friends, is, how do you say, not enough. And we have double trample here as well. So we're going to take trample on Inti. To combat. Enlist a zombie. Three attacks. And then Inti discards for trample on the Guardian. Yeah, yeah. Now that's 10 trample damage. Oh, sorry. 12. I forgot about the enlist. Which I think is enough, considering they can only block 5. Right? So we get -2 with full blocks. Well, actually, be a little bit more than that, because the 2/2's also attacking. No way. What do you have? No! Okay, we still get it with the smite. Woo! Now that was close. Good game, homie. Dang, dog. Very nice. All right, keeping 7, looking for either a white or black source. Both will do. We're in tapped here first. And then we can mine out. Looking for, I guess, if I had to choose, it would be a white source. Turning depopulate online. Activating our rights. We definitely need more land. Having the miners, pretty good with the right. Not much to complain about there. That is also super duper helpful. Let's pass over. Second land into a smoldering egg. That is not bad. I'm going to just try damage if they block. That's suspect, because we could deal 2 damage to this, but, you know, it's worth trying. Unfortunately, I don't have another black source to bring this back. Are they going to push it up immediately? No. So we could probably leave it there. They might have counter magic. Now that's something that we could consider. It's not high on my list of worries, but you know, it's a thing. We should be mindful. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's worth trying. Right? I mean, they have a spell, but what would it be? Just like a fading hope, probably, right? I don't know. We'll see. Uh-oh. You done tapped out, Dougie. So now, having that mana up was good, and they should have waited until end step, because now I know they're tapped out. I know I can take it. Grab both eggs. No problem. I mean, it's not great, but it could definitely be worse. Right, miners a go. Countering to exile. Ouch. Another set. Okay, okay. I have no discard available. I can't leave Narset there, though. I'm just going to take it. Bring back my miner. Hey, Kitty. Thank you so much for the 16 months. I appreciate you. Rite of Oblivion, taking Narset, no problem. I'm going to keep the land in hand. 3 left. 4 after their draw, I suppose. 3 after the land. It is a Spirit of Justice, which will suspect us. That's going to give us Menace. And we cannot block. I don't think they did it, though. They could have cheap counter magic. So I'm just going to try this. Like X equals 3. Oh, maybe I should have actually... They should wait till I pay for this if they have X equals 3 counter. No, just a march. Okay, that's actually pretty good, right? So I will bring the bro back. I'm gonna bring Inti back. Land is going to stay for a discard later. Inti's ability, right? Maybe actually we should have kept Inti in hand. So no block. Down to 11. There's more counter magic, right? They could have counter magic here. I'm going to bring back our miner just for the next right. Last card in hand. I mean, it'd be really lucky if they did. I mean, skillful. Do we get it? No? Okay, we do. But why not bounce your own creature? Right? Just soul partition your own bro. I think that might have been the better choice, but we'll see. Inti out. Attack, toss the land. And turn. I guess we could have played it to put it in the grave. Tapping out. It's better to be in the grave than in exile. Toss the miner. Guardian's nice. Counterspell. Okay, okay. Top decking. So we're top decking too, but we have a filter with Inti. Tossing this land, for example, right? Grabbing something of more value while simultaneously applying additional pressure through its ability. Losing the right kind of sucks, but what do you do? Good game, homie. Thank you for the match. Our opponent's going first. I like the hand. It seems pretty good. Oh, no. Probably indestructible first, right? This gets through indestructible. Let's keep in mind. Do you think they go right for it? They might. It's going to cost them 3 mana though, right? The well descends, pushing up the stalker. It's no problem though. I have no second blocker. It has menace. Should I? No second red source. Okay. As I said, I don't think you can enlist something with summoning. I'm surprised it gives you the option. But I figure I may as well try it. Will it let me? I think the caves can go. Okay. Bit of a field state here. It's a little bit better. No blockage. We know they have the exploit from the amalgam as well. Butler will descend. Decent. It's going to tap them, though. This does cost 3 to utilize, so we're safe. Soul of the Lost. Ooh, that's quite formidable, isn't it? 2 of them. Okay. Avian Heartstabber. Okay. Let's take this out. It's not blocking, and if we're not attacking with it, we may as well just enlist it instead of Inti. Toss the miner. Inti goes. We don't have a second red source. That needs to go too. I'm looking for a red land. Which, regrettably, we're not playing this turn, I don't think. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Oh, and I forgot to do the discard. I didn't realize we became blocked there. This game. Alright, let me just take this, I guess. Sorry, I got distracted. Whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana, becomes a copy of that spell. They don't want to make copies of the Butler, though. Or the Butler becomes a copy. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good, right? Okay, that's good. Specifically, as we just lost our other Inti. 3 mana, no problem. 4 in hand. Oh, that's great. And the land becomes a copy. Now, does this become a copy just until turn? Yes? Very good still, nonetheless. Wow. That was impressive. I like that. We have no mana, and I think they'll probably just get the win here, right? That was really good. Good game. That's awesome with the Myriad. I've actually never seen it work, so that's pretty cool. Great game. Going first. I like this. 2 and 3 looks pretty good. Depopulate if things get messy, I guess. And we have fairly decent lands, I suppose. This is a nice creature against mono red. Truly. Well, maybe I'll keep this to discard. I don't know. We probably should. Oh, Gruel. I see you. I guess I have to toss the red land because I need that second black, right? Not ideal. All right. They get them both. So that's a lot of discarding. Not good. We shall restart, though. Land can actually just be in play. We should still be ramping to 5. Plotting the Brawler. Ooh. Okay. Enlist our zombie. Now we're looking for a draw engine. Case of the Crimson Pulse, please. Toss our end for the zombie past turn. So here comes a Brawler into what? Like another Brawler? Don't you dare. Nice. It's a big boy. Oh, it's a big boy. I'm just going to reduce the damage we take. Make a zombie. Not great. Can I enlist multiple creatures? Only one. The scry's still worth it. Defending would probably be better, though. That's a big boy. Oh, that's a big boy. Casual 10-8. No big deal. Oh, and this enters as a 6-6 now. Jeez Louise. Oh, jeez Louise. Where's my draw engine? No! No! That's not it. Case of the Crimson Pulse. 3 of them in deck, 6% to draw. That's wicked awesome. Oh my god. Becky, look at those gruff triplets. They're just so big. We should still block in case we top deck a field wipe. We have it in deck. We should try to. At least take one more draw. Typically I scoop here, but because we run field wipes, we can take a look. Great game. Mardu Discard. Literally my favorite deck right now. I know I say this all the time, but oh man, I just love Magic the Gathering. Specifically with how aggressive the community is, because it gives me such a high bar to reach for. Example, the meta slaves, right? In contrast to this, a new original deck that can still basically compete, right? This is like version 1 too. We can adjust the deck, we can improve it. I have some ideas, more on that in a moment. Don't hold back. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. But it's just nice to be able to, you know, be creative, and that's why I'm here, right? While still being able to compete against some of the best, right? Which is just so rewarding, honestly. Thank you all so much for allowing me to facilitate this desire. I appreciate it. Talking about the deck, though, not just tooting my own horn. Soul of the Lost. Cool. Permanent cards. A lot of our cards are not permanent, but a lot are. So, you know, this could be a big baddie for us in the build. More discard with the Scoundrel. More discard and ramp with the Restoration. I guess Scoundrel kind of ramps too. Lots of discard with Lily. I think that this, you know, if we could get the double black on 3, could be pretty cool. Ill-timed Explosion if you were running blue. Discard plus field wipe. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. That's, you know, decent. The Carnosaur is good like the Misery, but I wanted to play with the Misery because it's new, you know? So that's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed that. But the Carnosaur could definitely go in the deck as well through that 3-mana discard. 3 damage. I love it. The Discover 5's not terrible either. The Bride, I don't know why this is here. Sometimes I go on tangents. The Flying Haste is cool. Grabbing something from the grave is decent because we're discarding, I suppose. But there's not really much to grab. Okay, so that's probably why it's in the sideboard. Deadly Cover-Up, you know, flirting with this. You know, we have Brotherhood's End. We have Depopulate. This could go. The discard would work nice with the Collect Evidence. But it's 5 mana. You know, it's a little expensive, and I like to keep it all really tight on that curve. Virtue Persistence, again, would work with the deck pretty well, bringing things back from the grave, some creatures. Later on, front end removal, not terrible. Vanquish the Horde, again, as a potential field wipe, but now we have to have things in play, and I kind of like to play the middle of that board state, if possible, where, you know, I might just play Guardian, I might just play the Miner, because I know one can grab indestructible, the other can come back from the grave. I might not fold in with my Inti yet. I might not build a bunch of zombies yet until I do wipe the field, get a 2 or a 3 for 1, and at that point, I'll fold in, right? This is kind of wanting you to fold in right away, and, you know, it's great if you have multiple Guardians. By all means, go for it, but, you know, I'd love your feedback, of course. You know, I'm not ruling it out. It's in this list for a reason, right? So, you know, I'm thinking about it, and if there's any other cards that I should consider for the next version of this deck, an upgrade, I'd hope, tune it up. Always trying to make the decks as good and competitive as possible for you all. You know, don't hold back. I love the feedback in the comments below. I hope you enjoy the deck. Even if you do half as much as I have been the last couple days, you're going to be very pleased. So the list is in the description below. If you need any help with anything more serious, the Discord is always open. The Discord? So similar. Anywho, it's been my pleasure. I hope you have a magical day. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon in the next.